Hi, welcome back to Genesis Custom Sabers, and this is just a quick rundown of the operation of the new Crystal Focus 6 upgrade to the Ascend Saber. This is a limited run that I'm just bringing to completion. I've got sabers number 1 and number 9 completed. I wanted to jump ahead to number 9 just so I could show you the difference between the weathering and the clean. The weathering was the original vision that I had, but a number of people wanted to opt for the clean version. Just a couple of differences from the pictures you might have seen. The collar and the shroud are weathered the same way as the body, kind of a Luke V2 weathering. That's done with a painting technique, but it's also sealed with a matte clear coat, powder coat, so that's very durable. That's not going to rub off. The pommel and any paint residue that's in the shiny areas there will technically rub off, but that's kind of the point of the weathering, is that the paint collects in the areas where you can't reach to rub it off, so it gives it that aged and weathered look. And also, as you can see, both of these have the momentary switch upgrade, which I'll show you in a minute. All the sabers on this run are getting the momentary switch upgrade unless the client has contacted me otherwise, and I haven't heard from anyone. So I wanted to give you kind of a good look at what that looks like and the differences there, between the weathered one and then here's the clean one. Obviously much shinier, no grime or carbon scoring collected anywhere. Now these both have the blue bar graph option. They both have the same Crystal Focus 6, the same color extender, the same rice port. So I'll give you a quick rundown of how they operate. Before I do, I want to mention that you can remove the shrouds on these. I don't recommend it, and the reason is because these are held on and vibration secured with a rubber O-ring and then a seat, so that the shroud slides on there. If you slide the shroud on and off, it can actually score and scuff up the powder coating, which may not matter on the weathered version, but on the clean version you'd get some scratches in there, which I wouldn't like. And also, when you put it back on, you need to match these holes up exactly so that the blade retention screw goes through where it's supposed to and hold the whole thing on. So without any further ado, I'll put a blade in these blade retention screw. Not a lot of room on my bench. And in there, kill key comes out. Now this is how you operate the saber. As you pull the kill key out, and you hear the saber boots up with one of my custom boot sounds, which incidentally are available in a compendium called Boots to the Head, which you can get at saberfont.com. You see the blue bar graph is active there, showing the battery is pretty close to full. The saber, I'll show you, it turns on one touch on the momentary button, and you get a bright green blade, backlit switch with the Arabesh saying ACT for activation. With the Crystal Focus 6 you get an incredibly bright flash on flash, really utilizing the Tri-Cree LED to its fullest. I've got the flash on flash disabled on lockup, just because it washes out the color so much that holding a lockup you can't even really tell it's a green saber anymore, because the white is just flashing so predominantly. Of course, with each sound font you've got a different use of kill keys that everyone's going to be getting. You get a different color. So this is the Bespin font with the blue. Whatever the blade color, obviously backlights the switch there. So that's your auxiliary button. As you probably know by now, to change fonts you hold down the auxiliary button. You go into a menu and you can toggle through. You hold it down to select, boots up the next font, and you get the next font, the next color. And of course, as in the other video, you're already aware that you can customize the color with the rice port. Now with my Elite sabers, you have to put the kill key in to unscrew the saber. With this one you don't, because the kill key is secured there. It's not going anywhere. So you can just unscrew the pommel if you want. I always like to have the kill key in when I'm working on the saber, simply because it's just a good best practice. Kill key in, can't turn the saber on. Speaker, once you've got the pommel unscrewed, pops out. You'll see the speaker wires and the rice port wires. So here is the rice port. I've adhered it to the speaker holder with a piece of double-sided 3M tape, so it's really secure in there, so you can plug it in. If you ever wanted to change the speaker out, you could unclip the speaker here, pull off the rice port, you know, up to your speaker to a 2-watt base if you want, which I've tried with this. I personally like the 1.5 watt premium speaker. It's a personal preference. So with the kill key in, you can reach in, you can tap the SD card you'll see there, and you can pull it out with a pair of pliers or plastic tweezers or something, and that's how you get access to your SD card to make changes. Or if you want, you just plug in the rice port, follow the tutorials or the instructions for operating the rice, so you can change your colors and customize, get that shade of blue that you want or whatever. The Crystal Focus 6 is a lot of fun to play with because the flash on clash is so bright, and because it's so easy just to switch between colors and between feels for the different font sounds and the different colors that go with it. So that's pretty much the operation of this saber. For warranty purposes, I will of course allow people to take off the shroud if they want, although I don't recommend it. You could take off the pommel to get access to the SD card and to the rice port, but further than that, I don't permit anyone to take out any other parts of the saber. This set screw here is off limits, as is the recharge port, because that holds the battery and the Crystal Focus and the color extender in. But that's the new saber. Thanks for watching.